Lies and deception are tools of the enemy, designed to break trust, sow division, and destroy relationships. Satan himself is called the father of lies, John 8 verse 44, and wherever deception exists, destruction follows. This is especially true in marriages and close relationships, where trust is the foundation. Once lies enter, that foundation begins to crumble. Today, we will explore how lies and deception damage relationships, especially in marriage, and how truth, honesty, and God's grace can restore what has been broken. The first recorded lie in the Bible came from Satan in the Garden of Eden. He deceived Eve by twisting God's words. "You won't die," the serpent replied to the woman. "God knows that your eyes will be opened as soon as you eat it, and you will be like God, knowing both good and evil." Genesis 3 verses 4 to 5. This lie led to sin, separation from God, and death. From the very beginning, deception has been at the heart of destruction. In the same way, when lies creep into a relationship, they open the door to pain, conflict, and brokenness. Lies in any relationship, especially in marriage, can have devastating consequences. A lie, no matter how small, builds a wall between two people. When one spouse deceives the other, it creates emotional distance. They may still live in the same house, but their hearts begin to drift apart. Proverbs 12 verse 22 tells us, "The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in those who tell the truth." God desires truthfulness because honesty brings people closer together, while deception pushes them apart. A single lie often requires more lies to cover it up. Before long, a person is trapped in a web of deception. What started as a small lie turns into a pattern of dishonesty, making it nearly impossible for trust to be restored. Proverbs 12 verse 13 warns, "The wicked are trapped by their own words, but the godly escape such trouble." Lying once makes it easier to lie again, and eventually, a person becomes enslaved to deceit. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, especially marriage. When trust is broken, it is difficult to rebuild. A spouse who has been lied to feels betrayed, hurt, and unsure if they can believe anything their partner says. Proverbs 11 verse 13 states, "A gossip goes around telling secrets, but those who are trustworthy can keep a confidence." Once trust is lost, even the truth becomes suspect. Doubt replaces security, and suspicion replaces love. Marriage is a sacred covenant before God. It is built on love, honesty, and faithfulness. When deception enters a marriage, it leads to emotional disconnection, insecurity, anxiety, a breakdown in communication, and resentment. Even small lies about money, past mistakes, or personal struggles can cause major damage. God calls us to walk in truth because truth brings healing. Ephesians 4 verse 15 reminds us, "Instead, we will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church." If deception has crept into your relationship, there is hope. God's grace is greater than any sin, and he can restore what has been broken. The first step to healing is honesty. Confession brings light to the darkness and allows healing to begin. But if we confess our sins to him, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all wickedness. 1 John 1 verse 9. If you have lied, confess to God and to your spouse. A sincere heart and a willingness to change are essential. If you have been lied to, forgiveness is key. This doesn't mean ignoring the pain, but choosing to let go of bitterness. Colossians 3 verse 13 instructs us, "Make allowance for each other's faults, and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. Forgiveness doesn't mean immediate trust, but it opens the door to healing. Moving forward, both spouses must commit to honesty. Even when telling the truth is difficult, it is always better than living in deception. Colossians 3 verse 9 says, "Don't lie to each other, for you have stripped off your old sinful nature and all its wicked deeds." Trust takes time to rebuild, but with God's help, it is possible. Lies and deception are poison to relationships, but truth is the cure. If you have been caught in deception, turn to God. If you have been hurt by lies, seek healing through Christ. God desires marriages and relationships to be built on truth, love, and integrity. When we commit to honesty, we invite His presence and blessing into our lives. Though lies and deception may have caused deep wounds, there is hope. God is the God of truth, and He can heal broken hearts, restore trust, and bring reconciliation. Choosing to walk in truth not only strengthens our relationships, but also deepens our connection with God, allowing His peace and righteousness to guide our lives.